Hey, what's up, baseball fans? Hope you're doing well. So I'm going to go over my contract predictions for all the 40 guys that I did over my 41 guys that I did in my MLB free agent predictions. Okay, so that video we talked about where I think they're going to go. Now I want to talk about how much I think they're going to make. And I have to make one correction. I actually forgot to include Marcus Stroman in my MLB free agent predictions video, and he was on my list, and I completely glazed over him, so my apologies there. My prediction is that he goes to Minnesota, okay, the Minnesota Twins, all right? Now, with that, let's get to this, okay? I'm taking it outside today. It's nice and cool, obviously, with my hat on and my Yankee jacket. I love the East Coast in the fall, so I wanted to get out here and get in a little bit of a different environment, just get some fresh air for this video. So, by the way, newcomers, welcome. Hope you stay. Hope you enjoy the content enough to come back for some more videos. Always look in the description down below. And if you just want a good baseball channel that's just made by a fan for the fans, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit the bell next to it so you don't miss what I'm going to be putting out moving forward, because I'm going to do every single team. Okay, I'm going to identify their needs and my prediction for what I think they're going to do this offseason. Okay, and it doesn't matter who your team is. I'm going to do the video for your team. All right, that's going to be my 30 for 30 after this video. All right, my regulars, you know I love you guys and gals. You're the best. Thank you. And anyway, if anybody hasn't subscribed and you do, let me know in the comments down below so I can personally thank you. I really appreciate your support. Okay, your help is very, very important, and your support is very important. With that, let's get to the list, baby. Edwin Encarnacion. I had him going to Baltimore in my predictions. By the way, the predictions video is down below. Okay, so take a look at that. I have him 1 year, $10 million. Next, James Mccann, catcher. Ooh, it's getting a little sunny out. James Mccann, 3 years, $40 million. I think it's going to be a little bit of a bloodbath this year, too. Let me get out of the glare here. I think it's going to be a little bit of a bloodbath, too, because of so many teams losing so much money in finances because of COVID and stuff like that. So, but that said, there's still going to be teams that are going to spend. There's players that need homes, and they're going to want to eventually get back to normal. So, Ken Giles, 2 years, $12 million. Okay, 6 per year. It might be a little more. It might be 216, or even 220, but that's where I have him. And it's actually Giles is mainly because he's coming back from Tommy John, so he's not really going to play next year. So it'll be kind of a rehab year, probably at the minimum salary maybe, or a little bit more, and then he'll make the most of it in 2022 when he's going to be pitching there again. Kirby Yates, 2 years, $22 million total, $11 million per. Anthony Rizzo, 3 years, $45 million. Okay, 15 per year. Freddie Galvis, 2 years, $14 million total, 7 per year. Robbie Grossman, 3 years, $30 million. I'm looking at my book, by the way. 3 years, $30 million. J.A. Happ, 2 years, $28 million, so $14 million total. Brad Hand, 2 years, $24 million, so it's $12 million total. Jonathan Pilar, 2 years, $22 million. Charlie Morton, 1 year, whatever the option is. It's I don't know how much the option is, but I had predicted he's going to exercise his option with Tampa Bay, stay there, and for whatever that option's for. Kevin Pillar, 3 years, $30 million. Jurickson Profar, 2 years, $14 million. Yadier Molina, 2 years, $24 million, $12 million per. Yasiel Puig, 1 year, $13 million. Tommy La Stella, 3 years, $30 million. Justin Turner, 3 years, $36 million. 2 years, $36 million. James Paxton, 3 years, $48 million. Michael Brantley, 2 years, $24 million. Jackie Bradley Jr., 3 years, $40 million. Nelson Cruz, 1 year, $20 million. Andrelton Simmons, 2 years, $13 million, 6.5 per year. Jock Peterson, 4 years, $84 million, one of the bigger outlays, I think, in this offseason. Kevin Gausman, 3 years, $40 million. Jose Quintana, 2 years, $16 million. Jake Odorizzi, 3 years, $36 million. Marcus Stroman, 3 years, $45 million. Robbie Ray, 2 years, $24 million. Taijuan Walker, 2 years, $24 million as well. Where are we? Mike Minor, 2 years, $20 million. Masahiro Tanaka, 3 years, $45 million. Shane Green, 2 years, $18 million. Alex Colomb, 2 years, $22 million. Blake Treinen, 2 years, $10 million. Liam Hendricks, 3 years, $40 million. Didi Gregorius, 3 years, $50 million. Marcelo Ozuna, 4 years, $80 million. DJ LeMahieu, 4 years, $90 million. Marcus Semien, 3 years, $66 million. George Springer, 5 years, $115 million, $23 million per year. That's the biggest outlay I have this offseason. Trevor Bauer, 1 year, $35 million. And JT Realmuto, 5 years, $110 million. He'll be the first, I think, $100 million catcher. And there's a couple other players, like David Robinson. The team did not exercise his $12 million option. He'll probably come back for 1 year. I think, although he's rehabbing from Tommy John as well, it'll be 1 year. I don't know, might be $3 or $4 million. Brett Gardner, the Yankees did not exercise his team option either. And it was supposed to be at $10 million. If he comes back to the Yankees, I think it'll probably be for maybe $5 million or something like that. He may go to another team, but who knows? I don't think it'll be any more than $5 million. So those and Brad Hand, the Indians did not exercise his $10 million option. So whether some team agrees to pick that up or some of the team does not, once he officially becomes a free agent, some team will probably pick him up, probably for 2 years, maybe 2 years, $12 million, 2 years, $14 million. I had, if you want to know where I think he's going to go, watch my MLB free agent predictions video, and that's where I think he's going to go. So those are my contract predictions. Okay, again, some aggressive ones, but this is an unusual offseason. Again, a lot of teams have lost boatloads of money. All the teams have lost boatloads of money. So I think the spending parameters are going to be a little bit different. The Mets, though, have a new owner. He's an uber billionaire, so I think he's going to infuse some money into the farm and into the team, and he will invest. That was just approved today. Sorry for that. Actually approved yesterday. And so, with free agency starting it's on Sunday at 5:01 p.m., things are going to start moving pretty quickly. So those are my contract predictions. Let me know what you think. If you have different ideas, put them in the comments down below. Can I see a team possibly, making a crazy like $200 million? I can't personally, but I can't put it past the team to do it either if they really want a guy. I don't think any of these players are $200 million players, but that's just my opinion. Particularly since, like, the guys that are ranked at the top, your Springer and your JT Realmuto, they're 30, 31 years old. If they were 26, different ballgame. They're 30 on the wrong side of it. So, that to me is a little bit questionable. Trevor Bauer likes to work on 1-year contracts, so you can pay him whatever the heck you want over a 1-year period, and you'll be fine because you don't have any further commitments after that. So I think that's great. So, but again, I think they're going to be, for the most part, conservative spending. But again, I think teams are probably going to wind up investing in multiple players at incremental salaries, or not, super high salaries, in an effort to not lock up long-term finances, but at the same time try to solidify as much as possible. Unfortunately, it's just going to be a rough market for players this year on the super high end. There's a lot of, you can't really complain with $6, $8, $10 million a year, even in a down market. So that's, if you can get 2 or 3 years at that, that's pretty good. But the majority of the contracts I talked about were 2 or 3 years. And that's generally what most of them are anyway. I just don't see any 7, 8, 9-year deals this offseason. I think 5 will probably be the highest, right around the $100 million. For teams, particularly ones that have relatively stable finances. Even if they lost money, they still have deep pockets. That's pretty much, unfortunately, that's the market this year. And who knows what it's going to be like the following year. Hopefully it'll be better. Hopefully we'll have the majority of this situation, this thing we're living in right now, this Armageddon, behind us. And hopefully we'll be in a position where people can go to games at full capacity again, and so on. So it's just the way that it is right now. It's the way of the world. So, but anyway, let me know what you think of the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button either way. And the thumbs up are really, really helpful too. So anybody that watches it, please hit that thumbs up. And, and be on the lookout for my 30 and 30, because that's coming next. It's going to be every single day. There's going to be a new team, okay? And I'm not going to do it over 60 days. I'm going to do it over 30 days. So with the goal of getting it done before the potential winter meetings. So that's generally when the big expenditures kind of start happening, even though some things might happen prior to that. I want to try to get all that done prior to. So be safe, look out for each other, and I'll talk to you next time.